Good morning, students. Myself, Himanshu Sharma, and today we are going to discuss Foundation Course in Housekeeping Operations 1, course code BSCH1004. The topic today that we are going to discuss is the importance and role of housekeeping department. So, before going any further, let's have a recap of what we did in the last class. In the last class, we had discussed about the introductory part of the hotel industry, the various departments within the hotel, that is the primary and secondary, and one of the core departments of a hotel, that is the housekeeping department. The objectives that we are going to cover in this session are to be able to understand the various departments of the hotel, to understand the importance of housekeeping department, to understand the organization structure of housekeeping department in small, medium, and large hotels. So in any establishment, there are three departments which are particularly concerned with the accommodation. First, the reception department, whose staff sell and allocate the rooms. The reception department comes under the front office department. The front office department is responsible for making sure the registration is done properly. The rooms are booked as per the guest request. Once the guest arrives, they are allocated the rooms. And at the time of checkout, that is when the guest is leaving the hotel, all the bills are prepared and are settled by the guest. The second is the housekeeping department, whose staff plan, provide, and service the rooms. The third is the maintenance department, whose staff provide adequate hot and cold water, sanitation, heating, lighting, and ventilation, as well as maintaining and repairing individual articles and area within the operation of the room. Let me explain it a bit. You see, in small hotels, usually there won't be any maintenance department. Housekeeping would be a part of it. Whereas in large hotels, you will have the maintenance department separate from the housekeeping department. Usually whenever any repair work or painting is to be done, the housekeeping department, if in case of small hotels, will hire a third party to do the job. Whereas in 5-star hotels, the maintenance department itself within the hotel will do the job. So whenever there is any furniture where there is a crack in it or the paint is coming off, the maintenance department would look into it. However, the housekeeping assist by informing them immediately whenever any such furniture is noted. Please note that housekeeping and front office are two major departments which are solely responsible for the selling of the rooms and the maintenance of the rooms. They work hand in hand in order to make sure the maximum number of rooms are sold and that the satisfaction level is of the highest priority by the housekeeping department. So let's talk about the importance of housekeeping department. The housekeeping is an operational department in a hotel which is responsible for cleanliness, maintenance, aesthetic upkeep of rooms, public area, back area, and surroundings. You see, the housekeeping staff are doing their job all over the hotel. Unlike certain departments such as front office department, whose area is limited, the food production department, where the chefs have fixed area where they work, such as the kitchen, the food and beverage service department, wherein the staff members are working within a limited area, that is within the restaurant or the banquet. Unlike these departments, the housekeeping department staff work in all the areas of the hotel. So the cleaning is done not only in the guest room, but in the guest floor, lobby area, concierge, restaurants, swimming pool area, spa, sauna, etc. Now, a hotel survives on the sale of room, food, beverages, and other minor services such as the laundry, health club, spa, and so on. The sale of rooms constitute a minimum of 50% of these sales. You see, in a hotel, there are two things. The first is the sale of rooms. The second is the sale of food and beverage items. The food and beverage items are perishable, which means that if not used or if not consumed, they become bad. It is unusable. They start rotting. However, on the other hand, the rooms are non-perishable, which means it doesn't go bad. The rooms can be reused again and again. So the sale of rooms constitute a minimum of 50% of these sales. Hence, it is very important that there is a constant sale of the rooms, as the major chunk of profit comes from the rooms itself. So the major part of the hotel's margin of profit comes from the room sales, because a room once made can be sold over and over again. The effort that a housekeeping department makes in giving a guest a desirable room has a direct bearing on the guest's experience in a hotel. The guest rooms are the heart of the hotel. So the housekeeping department is a 24-hour department, which means that it keeps on working 24 hours. The staff of the housekeeping department work in different shifts: morning, afternoon, evening, break shift. And the main purpose is to make sure that the guests who are staying inside the hotel, they have a very comfortable, clean area with the maintenance at its highest level. A guest staying in a hotel has got few factors which he looks into it: the safety, the security, the cleanliness, the maintenance. And the housekeeping department plays a very important role in providing all these factors to the customer. Hence, it is important that the housekeeping department provides all these factors in order for the guests to be happy, which in turn increases the sale of the rooms, which in turn leads to higher profits.
So let's talk about the role of housekeeping department. Some of the points are: to achieve the maximum possible efficiency in ensuring the care and comfort of guests and in the smooth running of the department; to establish a welcoming atmosphere and ensure courteous, reliable service from all staff of the department; and to ensure high standards of cleanliness and general upkeep in all areas for which the department is responsible. One needs to understand that as the hotel is 24/7 operational, in the same way, housekeeping department is also 24/7 operational. At any given point of time, the housekeeping has to be at its best. All its staff should be courteous, smiling, and always helpful to the guest.
The other points are to provide linen in rooms, restaurants, banquet hall, conference venues, health clubs, and so on, as well as maintain an inventory for the same. Though the housekeeping department is responsible for providing linen to all the various departments, it is also responsible for maintaining the inventory. Next, to provide uniforms for all the staff and maintain adequate inventories for the same. Same as the previous point, the housekeeping department maintains inventories for all the uniforms which are given to the staff members. They are responsible for making sure the uniforms are clean and that none of the uniforms are torn. Next, to deal with lost and found articles. Now, this is very interesting. Sometimes, or shall I say more often than not, the guests who are staying in the guest rooms, At the time of checkout, that is at the time when they are leaving the room, they by mistake leave behind some of their items. Some of the common items are like earplugs, mobile phones, camera, and clothes, etc. Now, it is the duty of the housekeeping department after the guest checks out to go into the room and do all the cleaning part. At this time, when they come across any item which has been left behind by the customer, they immediately inform the front office department to check whether the guest is still there in the hotel or not. If he is there in the hotel, the housekeeping department will quickly go over and hand over the guest item to the guest. In case the customer has already left the hotel, the housekeeping staff members will then take the article and deposit it in the housekeeping department area. Known as the lost and found register, it is the register where all the details related to the item is mentioned. The type of item, when it was found, who found it, which room, etc. All the details are filled in. The guest is then accordingly contacted and informed of the item which has been left behind, and as and when the guest comes to collect it, the housekeeping department, after verification, will hand over the item to the guest. Next point, to ensure training, control, and supervision of all staff attached to the department. It is very important that the housekeeping staff keeps updating the knowledge and the skills of their members. How can this be achieved? By providing constant and continuous training sessions, supervision, and motivation. Next, to establish a good working relationship with other departments. If we say which is the most important department in the hotel, the answer would be all the departments. Not a single department can function all by itself. It needs to coordinate with other departments to get the work done. Hence, it is very important that the housekeeping department maintains a very cordial relationship with other departments. Further, the role of housekeeping departments are to ensure that safety and security regulations are made known to all the staff of the department. As you all know, the housekeeping department is spread all over the hotel. The staff members are working in all the areas of the hotel, be it the lobby area, the swimming pool area, be it the restaurants, be it the corridors, guest floors, or guest rooms. As such, they play a very vital role in the safety and security, as they are the eyes and ears of the hotel. In case of any doubt, they can inform the security department and also inform their superiors. As such, the staff needs to be given proper training regarding the safety and security regulations. Next point, to cater to the laundering requirements of the hotel linen, staff uniforms, and guest clothing. You all would be quite surprised to know that the housekeeping department is responsible for all the linen which is available in the hotel. It's not only limited to the housekeeping staff, but also to various other departments associated with the housekeeping department. Say for example, the tablecloth or the napkin which is used in the restaurant. The linen is provided by the housekeeping department. So as and when, say for example, the linen gets dirty, at the end of the shift, all the dirty linens are submitted with the housekeeping department, specifically in the laundry area, and new clean napkins are provided by the housekeeping staff to the food and beverage staff. As and when the guests are staying in the hotel and whenever they require their clothes to be given for laundry, they can request the housekeeping staff to collect it from their hotel rooms. The housekeeping staff will reach the room of the guest, collect the laundry, and after a stipulated period of time, they provided the the laundry to the customer. Other than this, all the uniforms, be it the front office staff, food and beverage staff, chefs, maintenance department, etc., all the uniforms are taken care by the housekeeping department. The next point, to provide and maintain the floral decorations and maintain the landscaped areas of the hotel. Whenever you enter a hotel and you find a beautifully well decorated flower in the lobby area or in the corridor or on the guest floor or even in the restaurant, please understand that these are provided by the housekeeping department. You will be surprised to know that the housekeeping department also looks after all the flower arrangements within the hotel. So when you enter your room, the guest room, and you find a nice beautiful flower arranged in one corner of the room, it is done by the housekeeping department itself. The next point, to coordinate renovation and refurnishing of the property as and when in consultation with the management and with interior designers. The housekeeping department, besides the cleaning and the safety aspects, also looks into the interior decoration of the hotel. As you all know, that one of the prime factors which attracts a guest to stay in a hotel is the interior decoration. It is a very important factor which the housekeeping department looks into. The executive housekeeper would, in coordination with the general manager as well as interior designers, will finalize the various aspects of interior decoration, be it the color, the pattern, the decoration, etc. So with this, we come to the end of the session. I hope that you really enjoyed the session. I have a few questions that I will put across to you as part of the revision. Question 1. Define housekeeping department. Question 2. What is the importance of housekeeping department? Question 3. What is the role of housekeeping department in hotels? Question 4. Explain the statement, housekeeping is the eyes and ears of the hotel. And question 5. Besides cleaning and maintenance of the hotel area, list any 5 additional responsibilities of the housekeeping department. You may also take the help of the reference that I have jotted down in the next slide for additional information. However, in case you have any doubts or you have any confusion or any clarity is required, please feel free to contact me. I would be more than happy to assist you on this. I really look forward to seeing you in the next class. Till then, have a nice day. For reference purpose, I have jotted down a few websites, name of books, and website links for the students to access and gather additional information. Please understand that this class is not limited to the PPT that I have shared with you. For further information, you may kindly access the reference links. I hope it would be helpful to you. For any doubts, you may kindly contact me. Thank you.